Ooh, it's the kickback chit chat. Roll up a zigzag and drink a six pack. I know y'all with that. Shout out to my homies, Mr. Wody and Big Stack. Get stacks, nigga. Never ever been mixed match. Only when I bought a nigga suit, get it mixed match. Was happening with it, everybody? It's your boy Cuddy J, aka the Beast of Beltline. I'm back like I left some. I know it's been a long time since I put the show out, guys. I've been relaxing and chilling, dealing with real life type of shit, So every now and then I gotta buzz in and give y'all some information or some news or give y'all some shit to watch. And tonight, we're gonna go to the West Coast, LA to be exact. No jumper, Adam 22 to be exact, with his co-host Bricc Baby. Before I even get started talking, guys, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit the dislike button. I like all the smoke. Also, you can share it with your friends and family and leave comments and tell me what you think about the show and give me your perspective on what you feel about what I'm saying. But y'all need to start hitting that like button. If y'all don't hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. At least hit the dislike button. You can comment and say I don't like your shit. Your shit's whack. You can do that too. I'm cool with that. But just at least do something. Like I said, I didn't mean to swear so fast. Didn't want to mess with the algorithm, but it is what it is. It's the kickback chit chat. And I'm back like I left some. And like I was saying, we're going to talk about Bricc Baby. For those who don't know who Bricc Baby is, Bricc Baby is from the Los Angeles area, California. He's from the Slauson Crenshaw area, Rolling 60 Crips area, neighborhood. Um, he's now a guy that does this. He's a co-host on the Adam No Jumper show on YouTube, and lately, he's been a big topic. He's been a relevant topic. He's on everybody's show. He's on Cam Capone. He's on Adam. He's on Vlad TV. He's what's the one show they got out there in Atlanta? It's another show in Atlanta, not 85 South, but he's been on the tube lately, and some of it been for good shit, but a lot of it been for some old bad bozo shit. Let me bring y'all back to memory lane. Give y'all a cut down on who Bricc Baby is. Bricc Baby. Bricc Baby is a well-known Rolling 60 Crip out of LA who has ties with the Atlanta area, the state of Georgia. I'm not gonna say he's responsible for a lot of rappers like Young Thug, Rich Homie Quan, Pee Wee Longway, Migos. He in some kind of way, Lil Durk, in some kind of way, he's responsible for them being known or getting clout on the West Coast because he took them under his wing and showed them to his people. Uh, Not only that, they friends with him. So lately, Bricc Baby, he's been back and forth in jail throughout his life. But over the past couple of years, Bricc Baby has been the buzz on the tube. Um, it was first brought to my attention that he was one of Nipsey Hussle's homeboys, and the guy that killed Nipsey Hussle, um, the the guy that killed Nipsey Hussle, I forgot his name, but anyway, Lil Shitty is his homeboy. He's Little Shitty, and Bricc Baby is Big Shitty, and he's been really on the tube throughout the years because of his ties with those two guys. With matter of fact, man, I hate forgetting names like that. Cuz looking for an appeal too, though. That's the funny part about it. But you guys know who killed Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle, the guy that shot Nipsey Hussle. They all homeboys. They're from the same neighborhood, and I know it's kind of crazy. They from the same neighborhood, and he killed his homeboy. Yeah, they say you're not a real Rolling 60 Crip until you kill a Rolling 60 Crip. That's the little motto. Um, but over the couple of weeks, people know Adam 22, no jumper. His podcast started off as a podcast. Now, I'm not shitting on their podcast, on their TV show. I like they shit when they have certain people on there. But he started off interviewing a bunch of underground SoundCloud rappers, Adam 22. Then he merged on and started interviewing battle rappers. And then now he's got a bunch of gang bangers on there from LA and Chicago and from wherever else a lot of underground gang bangers, people that's from the street. No problem with that. Um, that platform has been known for people, being on there, and sooner or later they end up becoming enemies with Adam um, from personal differences, or I'm not going to say it was personal. Maybe it was business, But though, mostly everybody that came on Adam or was a co-host or a cast member on Adam, they not there no more. And Bricc Baby has been the guy. He's probably Bricc Baby is the number one West Coast. I'm not going to say the West Coast hotline for media for the YouTube because he's everywhere. He's like on the Charleston White level. Uh, he's been what's the other chick name? Jaguar Wright. He's more than their name was brought up like that now. Now keep in mind now, Bricc Baby is somebody who I've been rooting for in the media game because I know I seen how his life was and how it transitioned on to where it's at now. And I've been watching them, upgrade throughout the months or the year, I should say. But I also watch Bricc Baby crash a lot too sometimes. And I'd be like, damn. I don't know if it's a media stunt, some of the gain some type of content, to do the stuff he do and say. But over the past couple of months, his name has been brought up in a lot of situations. They throwing his name in allegation as a corresponding for the Lil Durk situation, which I'm not going to talk about that because I don't want to pin nobody on no allegations that they don't have nothing to do with. If they do have something to do with, I'm not the police to even help them out. So, um, Bricc Baby, what got me with Bricc Baby? He's now this big time media guy now on the No Jumper Adam 22 podcast. They run a bunch of shows on there where he's one of the top cast members. But lately he's been running his mouth about a lot of stuff. And he's got interviewed on Cam Capone. And where I want to get at, people thought that Bricc Baby was getting fired by Adam, No Jumper 22, because he made a statement about Gucci Mane saying Gucci Mane got good bussy. Now, I ain't going to sit up here and lie. When I first seen the clip and seen the video, I'm like, damn, Bricc, why you had to say that? What's going on with you and Gucci? Why? What's the noise? Now, not knowing that him and Gucci, now I do. Not knowing him and Gucci had a relationship from back in the day because he used to hang around Gucci Mane and do music or whatever. And he also said he robbed one of Gucci Mane's homeboys for a chain or whatever. But that's another story as well. But he made a statement on Cam Capone. The way they clipped it up to make it seem like he was going at Gucci Mane in a bad way. When you hear the whole deal, or if you hear Bricc Baby explain it, it's clipped up where he was just playing and Gucci Mane know who was playing. Not only that though, Adam 22, after that it was said, Adam 22 gets on his live and apologized to Gucci Mane about what Bricc Baby said about him, saying he has good pussy, which is, that booty hole for y'all guys that don't know. Him saying that, Adam had apologized to Gucci Mane and also stating that, okay, I'm going to suspend Bricc Baby or he's no longer on no jumper Adam 22 podcast no more. So I'm like, damn, is that's crazy? I mean, is this really happening? What the fuck Bricc Baby doing? Then I started thinking about all these other shit that's going on. They trying to throw Bricc Baby into this Lil Durk shit, and because they homeboys and the Crundo Rondo situation. He's saying that some Rolling 60s has something to do with it, or they saying that it's an LA guy that they dropped the location on Crundo Rondo when he was in LA to get his boy knocked off, and they saying it's Bricc Baby. So I'm listening to all of that right there, and I'm like, nah, that can't be it. I hope it's not it. But then they come with this Gucci Mane thing, where they Bricc Baby said what he said. Adam told us to try to make it seem like he's about to fire Bricc Baby. He's no longer the No Jumper show no more, which came to my mind like, okay, stuff's starting to add up now. All these allegations coming up. Maybe Bricc probably stuck a foot in his mouth. And Adam already knowing he's probably not going to be there, so he's got this a good way to get rid of him anyway. Then I sit back and chill. I say, you know what? Because I was going to talk about it. And I don't like I said, I don't like to do shows about other content creators or other podcast shows because I salute everybody. But this is a whole different wave right here. This is something that I'm doing what they doing. They creating content. And it turned out They did with Adam and Bricc Baby. They planned this shit out very well. They knew if they was gonna do that, they knew it was gonna be another 100 other content creators, YouTubers, come up with a story about Bricc Baby getting fired for no jumper. I was gonna jump on that shit real quick, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna sit back and see what's really going on because I know Adam them. They trying to create some content, some type of way. It could be some trolling shit, and it's just another way to keep themselves relevant or keep themselves being talked about or keep some content growing. And just like I thought, I waited a day. The next day, I watched the show. Bricc Baby on there Tuesday night. Bricc Baby's on no jumper, and they laughing about the whole situation. And just like I thought, they laughed at every content creator that came up with a story about the situation, knowing they was gonna get them to be talked about to keep them in the algorithm. Smart decision. Hey, you can keep yourself relevant however you want to. It's what they call content creators, and that's what this thing is. You got to keep yourself relevant by coming up with some content. You get tired of interviewing the same rappers or the same people or doing the same stuff to get you numbers. You got to find some other type of content to keep your shit going, to keep it new and polished and creative. That's why it's called content creators. Some people, they like to stay in their lane and stay. They like to stay local and keep their mind and business on the local shit and local business, and that's how far this shit gonna go. They gonna keep them in that 30-mile radius that they in. Probably not that much, but you got to be creative. And like me tonight, I had to sit back and say, do I really want to speak about this bozo shit that's going on with Adam and Bricc Baby? Because I don't. You didn't trick me, by the way, and I feel like you're running out of people to interview. The people that you should have on there, you don't want them on there because you fell out with them, or they don't want to come on there at all. And like I noticed about a lot of other channels, they stay having repeat guests. Like Say Cheese gonna stay bringing Charleston White on there. He's gonna stay bringing Go Yayo on there. Yellow Beezy. A real life street star is gonna stay bringing Jaguar Wright on there. Gangster Williams on there. What's the crazy dude? They're gonna stay bringing them on there to keep the numbers going because they know people like to hear some bullshit. So as a content creator, you gotta come up with some messy shit to keep yourself alive. You can't talk positive shit and expect people to want to draw to you on that. They're not gonna gravitate to you if you talk some positive shit or some boring stuff. You got to keep it messy. And that's what this podcast is coming to now, which I kind of hate, man, because when I first started podcasting, I thought it was all about having good stories and telling jokes and being funny. It's now came a part where it's become messy now. You can't have a good podcast unless your shit is about mess now. People don't want to watch your podcast. This is mess. But at the same time, when you talk about the mess, they don't want you doing that either. It's got to a point now where people hate people that podcast. People hate podcasters. I've been reading posts and shit from people saying, I hate the people came out with podcasters. They could have kept this shit. Because now it's coming like the rap game. Podcasting is just like rapping now. You got podcasters beefing with other podcasters, dissing each other and shit, hating on each other, not trying to, collaborate with each other. Shit, me. I got haters now. I got somebody that hate on me, or I ain't never had no enemy or somebody that dislike me, not that I knew of. But over the past month, I found out I got some people that dislike me, that hate me. And it all got to do with podcasting. When you make yourself known and show your face a lot, somebody's going to hate you eventually, no matter what you talk about. But I don't never try to make people hate me. And that's kind of like what Bricc Baby them did. I guess Gucci Man probably was on the shit because he never said nothing else about the situation after Bricc Baby made what he said. I knew right then when it wasn't no footage of Gucci Man replying back, them niggas ain't on to something. That's why I didn't jump on the topic of Bricc Baby getting fired for no jumper real quick, because I know him and Adam 22 was coming up with some shit to try to draw attention to their channel to create some more content. It's that motherfucking Bud Ice, guys. It's that motherfucking Bud Ice. Back to what I was saying. I knew it's to a point now where people don't even like the podcast now because we are labeled as messy, controversial now, which is cool if that's your lane. But it's we look like the bad guy sometimes through most people's eyes. But they still they watch us though. And most of the people that hate us, that don't like podcasts, some of them I think they just wish they had a podcast or wish they can probably sit up and get in front of a camera and talk what they want to talk. Cause I bet you my bottom dollar, if somebody would say, hey, you should do a podcast, I'll be your cameraman. Let's do a podcast every week. Those same people that say uh they hate podcasts or they hate they came out with podcasts, they'll be down to do a podcast. They just hate somebody else is doing it that they know. It's just like the crying, nagging person that talk about these 40-year-old rappers, 45-year-old rappers, 30. They hate that they can't rap. So they say a dude that's 45 or 50 or 40 or 35 shouldn't be rapping. Which I understand is you got to keep in mind. If you do how to rap yourself, you will still go in the studio and record every now and then. You ain't trying to get no money off of it. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, it is kind of corny now as a person trying to rap in your 40s and do an album and you ain't getting no money from it. That's corny to me. Yes, it is. You doing it for like lyrical exercise. You try to, just you doing it for the fun and the art and the love. Like somebody like me, I jump in the booth every now and then and drop a 16. But I'm not gonna give you 16 songs. So it's like we podcasting starting to get treated like that now. So you got these guys and girls that whine about guys that want to rap and stuff, but they only mad, they only whining because they don't know how to rap. Because if they knew how to rap or sing, they'd still be getting on tracks. Now, at first it was like, we don't care if you ain't trying to make no money or not. You shouldn't be rapping at all, even for the love or the fun of the art, which I think that's bozo. But I also find it corny too if you're trying to be a rapper and get paid off of it and go sign a deal. But it's a whole nother story. Let's get back to Bricc Baby and Adam 22. In this situation, I kind of hate how everybody, like people really trying to put Bricc Baby in the mix of all this Lil Durk shit. And sometimes I think Lil Durk, he talks to, I mean, not Lil Durk, Bricc Baby, sometimes I feel like he's talking a little bit too much, just playing too much when he's on them perks or whatever. I don't know what type of drug he do or weed or whatever he's on or drink, the Don Julio. Sometimes I feel like he's probably says too much or do too much and it get perceived a different way. Maybe he's coming with the white boy jokes too much. Adam got him on the white boy shit, doing the white gay jokes and all that right there and playing around. Most black people don't understand that. They don't get that. When you play, you can get around. Now I got white friends, but I don't do white jokes and do white corny great gay jokes and stuff like that like they do. I don't do that. And I've been hanging around white people for a long time. There's no way I'm finna cross over to their bridge and be like they are with jokes or whatever to make me look stupid or try to gain some attention. And I feel like, Bricc Baby, he does stuff and says stuff. And you go back and look at certain clips and end up sticking them in his face later because he's like, damn. Like Wag 100. Wag 100 is digging back in the crates of listening to old interviews of Bricc Baby telling himself about stuff that's going on now, trying to, put Bricc in the situation, which I don't find that cool. But when Brick's talking and running his mouth and talking about stuff, slipping it out on the slick, and nobody not catching it right then, they end up catching up with him later. I didn't get into podcasting to be messy, to make people mad, to make people dislike me. I got into podcasting to uplift people, give them their flowers, bring them on the platform to showcase their stuff that they got up, whatever product they have to give, whether it's selling shirts, selling candles, soap, rapper, you're an activist, you're a preacher. I've created this platform for people around me or whoever don't get a chance to put they word out. I created this platform for that. And as years went by or gone by, podcasting has changed. It's not, you got these different categories. You got comedy, you got sports, you got entertainment, you got fashion, you got politics, you got what you call it, sci-fi shit though. What it is, the serial killer shit. You got stuff like that. I I just wanted to have fun on here. And now with the podcast game, it's changed now. If you're not coming with no mess or controversy, you're not gonna really get paid attention to. And I feel like that's what most content creators are doing now. They gotta be coming up with some sloppy ass shit to grab attention so they can keep the content going. Like it's a lot of stuff I don't subscribe to. It's a lot of stuff that I don't even. What just happened? Hold on. Give me a second, guys. Hold up. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. The light went out, one of my lights at least, but we still rolling. Um, like I was saying, I don't want to be that guy, the bad guy. I know most shows I do, I come out the villain and the hero at the same time because it's in some people's mind, I'm talking what they want to hear and they parading me and they clapping for me. At the same time, I'm saying some stuff that nobody don't want to hear or they don't like it or it's against what they stand for. So I never know who nerve I'm getting on, and I never know who I'm disturbing or uplifting. So and like I said, I didn't get into this game to build enemies or have somebody dislike me, but I learned throughout the years the way I think and the way I run my mouth and say stuff. It's gonna be somebody that hate me sooner or later, whether it's a female or a dude. Matter of fact, speaking of, I finally found somebody. Well, I didn't find nobody. I have somebody that doesn't care for me. The only thing about it, they leaving themselves anonymous. About 2 weeks ago, everybody know me, man. When I cook, I go live on Facebook, Instagram, whatever, play my music, have fun, show you what I'm cooking. At the same time, introduce you to new music or music that you never heard before. I do that. One day, I did about a couple of weeks ago. I get a text from somebody saying, "Ken folk, keep your ass off Facebook." First of all, who this person is texting me that don't know my number. I mean, I don't know who they are. They got my number, but they calling me kinfolk and telling me I need to stay off Facebook. At first, when I read this shit, it came off okay. I thought it was somebody being funny, and it was a Houston number. The first number where they text me from was a 281 number. They text me that. I went back and forth with them. I'm like, who the hell is this right here texting me? You can't be my kinfolk telling me what I need to be. How the hell you gonna tell a grown man what to do and can't do? So apparently, this person, whoever they are, their next reply was, you all on Facebook. If I see your videos, man, you mark ass nigga, you on there dancing and stuff, shaking your ass. Real niggas don't do that. First of all, nigga, I'm 47 years old. That's a dad, got kids. I can do the fuck I want to do. I ain't shaking my ass. And on top of that, that real nigga shit, you need to throw that shit out the way. Fuck that. A real nigga I don't be shaking my ass for one thing. Um, so I'm like, I'm sitting back, who could this be? This is somebody that got my number. Is it a chick that I used to fuck with back in the day that's playing with me like that, but using the WhatsApp number to call and text me bullshit? Or is a female that I used to fuck with, maybe she gave a nigga my number to call and fuck with me because she probably still bitter or bozo behind some shit from our past, which I shouldn't have. I try to leave on a clean note with everything. The clothes should be clean. Maybe it's that. They got me guessing. Then a week go, about a couple of days go by. I do another live video. I'm cooking. Somebody, the same person, text me again with the same energy. Different number though. It's an H-Town number. It's a 682 number. Same. So it's still Houston, but different number. So I'm like, okay, they using the WhatsApp number because when I call that number back, you can't even see who they are and you're not answering. So this person, whoever is, they afraid to let me know who they are. They're afraid to identify themselves because somebody always got something they want to tell you, but they scared to tell you because they don't know how you're gonna react and they don't want you to react on them. So whoever's doing this is somebody who feels a certain way about me and is jealous of me about whatever I do on Facebook or whatever I say. And they want to let me know how that somebody feel this way, but they're not gonna let me know who that somebody is. And like I told him, I said, "Hey, you got the right one. I like you since you want to play around. I know how to play around too. I troll you back. I don't gotta know who you are to play games back with you. I do know you somebody that's jealous of me because you sound like it. Your text, your post that you're not post, your text that you're saying you saying to me is making me feel like you're somebody that's jealous of me. And I don't really be around people like talking about it. I don't hang around guys. I mostly have a chick around me. And the number that I got, not too many people have that number. People still calling the old phone, 2 phones ago number. They got to call me through Messenger if they want to talk to me. They don't know the new number. I know who got that number. So it only narrows it down to a few people that probably could be texting me that bullshit that's showing some jealousy anonymously. Like I said, this podcast again going to bring some enemies to you. Any of you guys that want to do podcasts or have any type of platform where you're speaking your mind and your truth, just to let you know. Just to let you know, the hate is gonna come. The bigger your platform get, the more haters stick their head out. Now, I'm 2,000 subscribers deep into the game, which I never had nobody show me disrespect or tell me, show any type of hate to me or animosity, malice. Like I said, I don't have enemies. Now, all of a sudden, I have some enemies for some reason. And like my only guess can be a bitter ass female. Either they text me some bullshit or they get one of their little new friends or homeboy to text me shit to try to scare me, which is not gonna happen. You're not gonna make me crash out and do some shit like Bricc Baby. And that was just a little story I wanted to share with you guys about what's going on with me personally. That's why I ain't really been. I've been chilling. I've been trying to watch what's going on around me because somebody's watching me and they hating, and they probably watching this episode right now. And feel free to say some of the comments right now. And let me. I know if you watching me like that, if you watching my YouTube live, my Facebook lives, and whatever live I do, you more than likely you're watching my YouTube channel. Back to the no jumper though. Now we watch AD leave no jumper. We watch Rail leave no jumper. Sharp just got released for no jumper. He released a bunch of other people from no jumper. And he left you with Lush, Whack 100, Suspect, and Bricc Baby. Which don't get me, I love the cast. I love the content. To be honest, if he didn't have those 4 guys on this show, I wouldn't even watch Adam. I don't want to watch those drill rappers and listen to them talk about each other all the time. It's the same type of content all the time. I like Whack 100 because he knows how to. He's messy. He know how to. He keeps me laughing. Bricc Baby same way. I like Lush knowledge on hip hop and other shit. I love Suspect because he speaks. He don't hold back. Then you got Adam 22, who they created to be a rapper now, and ever since he been a rapper now, he's been on some. He wanted this everybody that comes out. Every rapper he ain't had on the show there, or anybody he ain't fell out with, he wants to diss them on rap songs now, which don't look, that ain't good. You are a YouTube blogger, not Facebook, podcast host. You shouldn't jump in the rap game, not dissing other rappers. That's really about their life. I try to show love to all media guys. This podcast shit, man. I used to post shit on Instagram. I used to put podcast unity, podcast whatever, podcast together. This wouldn't even. It wasn't. Everybody wasn't doing a podcast. Now everybody and their mama do a podcast. I try to show love to every podcast, the people that's doing the podcast, even the guys out in Shreveport. For a while, it was just only two platforms in Shreveport doing podcasts. That was Takeover TV, and I think the Green Room. I don't know if even Shreveport, but as far as I know, back in the day, this who was doing it 6, 7 years ago, 5 years ago. Now you got these new guys that coming in. I salute them. I like what they do. I don't never try to come in. I never want this to be a industry like the rap industry where you find yourself beefing with other podcasters or doing stuff that you crashing out to get attention. But like I said, I knew. I just why I didn't do no show about Bricc Baby getting fired from No Jumper because I knew him and Adam was coming up with some. What I knew they were playing. They running out of content to come up with. This is why we call content creators. They got to keep their channel going with some type of content. That's why I'm only gonna give you probably one show a week or two shows a week because it's a lot of stuff I don't invest in. A lot of topics I don't subscribe to because of the morals and politics I stand on from the streets or whatever. I can be that gossiping person or give y'all the tea in the mess every time, and I know y'all gonna tend to it, but that's not me though. I don't want to make up some shit to get y'all to watch me. I want y'all. I want this shit to be pure. If I run out of content, guess what? I'm just gonna sit back and wait till the content fall in my lap. Like I say, I can give you a show every night about mess if I wanted to, but I just can't invest into that shit like that. It's not in my heart to just go off and talk about other bullshit or diss on people or be messy just to get attention. I can't be Jaguar Wright. I can't be Orlando Brown. But shout out to you guys that like to have people on your show with the mess, because you know that's what people want. Even though they say they don't, they pushing peace, but they still invest and subscribe to the mess, but they pushing peace. Or maybe you just don't like when certain people are talking about the messy shit or the negative shit. That could be the case too. Every time I was rolling on this shit and giving y'all shit every other night. I did it twice. Somebody hit me up or text me. Slow down. Can you give us some positive news? You want me to give y'all some positive news, but where y'all gonna run over there to the motherfucker doing all the messy shit, high fiving and laughing and clapping to his shit or they shit. But you want me to slow down. I don't get it. I got people lined up that want to come stay on this couch and just let off and just talk about everything. People, paperwork, niggas that ratted, niggas that's cheating, niggas that's sleeping around, undercover in the closet. I got all them type of shows I can give y'all. It's just not into me to expose the mess like that. And I can be petty if I want to. I got some bullets in the clip now. If I want to, I can make this shit outrageous for y'all. But I try to keep it positive. I don't want to be that person that's I don't want y'all to label. I don't want you to throw that jacket on me or put me in a box of these people right here. I want to be that guy that can speak about every subject from here over there to there, Oregon, any type of subject, whether it's sports, fashion, music, entertainment, whatever. it could be some shit in the streets. Long as it's fun, or I'm reporting the story. But I don't want to be the one that's gossiping about such and such pregnant by a boyfriend, best friend, and had them on the show to talk about it. I can do stuff like that. You know how many people hit me up, man, and tell me about another nigga or another female? And I sit there and I just listen. And I'm like, you know what, man? You willing to come on my show and speak this shit instead of calling me and talk to me this way about it. And whoever you're talking about, they are willing to come on my show to defend themselves as well. That way it won't look like I'm all in this shit. I don't need nobody calling me, telling me about somebody else, about what they did, because it looks like I'm in on what they doing. That's why motherfuckers, they have a problem with me now, because they don't like somebody who they see me around or they know who I talk to, not even knowing my intentions on what's going on. They don't know that I'm out the way. It's people who don't like me because they don't like somebody else to be around me. I got to deal with that shit. But I ain't gonna try to be like, I can't. It's hard. I'm not gonna. It's hard for me to do what Bricc Baby done be doing, coming up with type of shit. I'm pretty sure they said we gonna go on Cam Capone and you gonna bring up Gucci Mane and we gonna talk about Gucci Mane. You gonna say some shit about Gucci Mane and they're gonna clip it up where it make it seem like you're talking about Gucci Mane. I'm gonna come with a clip. I'm gonna apologize to Gucci Mane about what you said and also tell the world that you're fired for no jumper, just to get everybody ooh ah. Then Bricc Baby comes with another video saying fuck no jumper and fuck out in 22. I ain't never had no job. So shit like that. Then all of a sudden, a couple hours later, you own no jumper. When people seeing that, they seen you on no jumper, new show, they automatically click on it then. Y'all knew what y'all was doing. I applaud y'all for that. But I do want to tell Bricc Baby, man, I'm a nigga I was rooting for you, dude, because I see that you got potential. You put you in movies. I really don't get into your music like that, but you did good on that cipher. But I rooted for you, man, and I still am, and it's kind of biased because you from Neighbors. Um, it's more than you just been in the game. I just feel like you got the image of the West Coast right now. You the West Coast blogger. Academics, he got the East Coast. He's just on a different level. Vlad is more international. 85 South, they doing it over there. Real life street stars doing it in Texas. King Yeller doing it in the Midwest. The Star Report, he's international, which I don't even really call that a podcast. He's a call-in show. But I knew Adam and Bricc was up to something. That's why I didn't jump on that content or that subject matter as quick as I wanted to. I sit back. Some told me to sit back and chill, and I'm glad I didn't, because I would have dove in head first, and I would have to take my video down, because what I would have been talking about would have been that ain't what's going on. Bricc Baby still lit. He ain't did 2 episodes since then. But I knew Bricc Baby Adams was on some. It was faking on it. People call it Adam the new culture vulture now. People feel cool with Vlad. People respect Vlad TV more than they respect Adam now, because I think once Adam started to try to rap. Now, first of all, you around here using this LA gang culture, the Chicago culture, the drill rap culture, you it's like you feel you love for people to glorify their life. You infatuated about this gang life, and reason why you get a bunch of V's and your show is big, because you're a white guy that's sitting around a bunch of black gang bangers that's telling on themselves. I can have that same show and won't get no attention. You got Gangster Chronicles with MC8 And cuz they got real game bangers on their show or whatever, and they shit don't get as, as near as the numbers that Adam get because Adam he shows a bunch of game banging shit. You take away all that game banging shit, you take away the cast members on Adam shit, and put some white boys on there. We not gonna watch his show no more. So they call it got Adam a culture vulture. I don't want to say he's a culture vulture. I feel like he's a white guy that just knows about hip hop a lot. I met a bunch of white guys that know about hip hop. They know they hip hop. They know more than these black guys know. They know about Cuz across the country. They can recite more of his bars and lyrics than this guy that's from the hood. Because most guys from the hood, they regional. They not gonna fuck with nobody at least it's from their side of town or their side of the map, or they talking about some shit that they like. I salute Adam for that. I don't want to call him a culture vulture yet, but I think once he started trying to rap, when these guys bigged him up to be a rapper, it put a different type of battery in Adam's back now. I mean, I know he hanging around Bricc and a bunch of other gang members. Kind of, he kind of like he got a little stamp just because of who he hangs around. But who knows how that's not gonna probably last long. I'm surprised it lasted this long because I knew when one sharp personality was too big to be on no jumper, just like Crip Mac, and any other cat with the DW Flame. Anybody that have a big personality, you're not gonna last on Adam, no jumper. He's just not. Bricc Baby know how to play it well because it's just Bricc Baby. He G to it. I'm not gonna say he's Adam's yes man. I think him and Adam have a different type of relationship than anybody. I think Adam respects Whack 100 and Bricc Baby. Them two, he's not gonna let loose on this show because they the guys from the West Coast that got all the access to the streets. Y'all couldn't trick me, Adam and Bricc Baby. I knew y'all was full of shit when y'all did that. Good acting though. Y'all showed that y'all could be some good actors, which is good. You don't got a podcast all the time. You can do some acting. I salute all podcasters, man. I'm that podcaster, man, that no matter how consistent I am or what I do, nobody's not gonna ask me to come on their show. Cause I'm competition to them. All the podcasters that watch my show and know me, they're not gonna ask me to come on their show. Cause they audience gonna tune into my show and I might be somebody that they can gravitate to more. Keep in mind, y'all don't have guests on my show. I don't have guests on my show all the time. On the Kickback podcast show, I have a guest, but on the Kickback Chit Chat, it's just me. I'm moving the numbers that I'm doing just with me. No special features, no special guests. It's me giving somebody who's a nobody. Now imagine if I was to add a big time guest on my show along with what I am. I get notified then. YouTube will start giving me that green light and have people click on my shit, recommended videos to watch. But the fact that because I stay in my lane, I get overlooked. It's gonna be that one day where I get out of bounds and just start going off about some shit. And y'all gonna be like, you ain't had to do that. Well, guess what? I had to do it to get you to click on it. Cause you ain't gonna click on the show if I'm talking about some other shit. Uplifting. Y'all stay making me laugh. Saying that y'all and it ain't even the bloggers' fault. It's the I mean it ain't even it's the audience made podcasters felt it they made it seem like okay, the only way we gonna watch your podcast is you have somebody crashing out on your show or saying some crazy ass shit that's gonna be controversial. We can't even have it doesn't even out no more now because you got people who have morals where they don't want to be a part of that mess. But good job, Bricc Baby and Adam. Y'all just created content for another 2 weeks doing what y'all did. I just hope that Bricc Baby don't crash out, man. And I wish the best for Bricc Baby. Like I said, I've been rooting for him, and because he's like the Tax Stone, the new Tax Stone. Tax Stone, the reason why I started podcasting because I feel like it's a street nigga doing some shit just like me. I want to do it, and then you got this other nigga Bricc Baby who doing the same thing. He keep it street, but sometimes he get a little white boy in him. Sometimes. But I just want to let you guys know. I knew y'all was put that bullshit at him and Brick. I knew it. Y'all didn't get me. I was gonna do something. But I said, nah, let me see what these motherfuckers up to. Cause if I were to speak on the content if I were to do a show every night, I probably want it'd be a lot of people that don't like me. People that used to like me won't like me. So I hold back. And sometimes it might be 2 weeks before I give you a show. Cause I don't want to invest into certain shit or subscribe to certain shit that that I know was going to be against for what I stand for. It's your boy Cuddy J. Y'all know me. I'm out like a fat kid and dog. Oh, by the way, before I go, I'm bringing the Scram shit back in, man. The Scram bitch award is back in. The Scram moving is back. The t-shirts are coming back out now. Having been small, medium, large, and extra large. If you're a double X, let me know. If you're extra medium, let me know. You want to wear your shit tight, let me know. But the Scram bit is back in effect. And y'all get at your boy, man. It's Cuddy J, man. The Beast of Beltline. I'm out like a fat kid in dodgeball. Holla at y'all. Scram.